It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
To kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and 5. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
10 at the 37-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
The 21-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 30.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run. Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Again, Jackson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 18 yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers 3, Lions 0.
And Jackson throwing once more. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And the Lions 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They run the option on 2nd down. This quick pass complete to Sutton. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Jackson. But he's got it to Hearns. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Detroit.
They'll run it now with Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Lions.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
To number 1.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To Michelle on the screen. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. With 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Locke now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end. For 6 points.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. And a dump off here to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
First down, Detroit.
Off the bootleg, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Lions.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Fournette on the counter. And he stopped immediately there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
4-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Cooper Kupp.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Ashton Davis there.
Second and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. Has given me the evil eye, folks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 18. Incomplete. It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Jackson throwing once more. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Intended for number 18.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this from 46.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
From the gun on third down, Locke. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
He was taken down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Out to his left. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. And now look at him go. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Lock to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm